Morning, sunshine. You look pathetic.
Only until Bonnie's spell locking me in here wears off. Then I'll look different. Angrier, perhaps. Or I won't look like anything because I'll have gouged your eyeballs from their sockets.
My friends will be back with the cure by then. So I could shove it down your throat and make you mortal.
I'm an original. What makes you think my entire vampire bloodline won't be cured along with me? I.e., you.
You know what I think? I think that's impossible. I think the moment you stop being a vampire, our whole blood connection to you is broken, and your sire line ceases to exist. So whatever happens to you, happens only to you. Which means I can kill your ass and no one else has to die. Although I am still debating just how to do it.
I recommend drowning. There's nothing quite like the feeling of someone fighting for something as basic as human breath. And let me tell you, your mother was a fighter. Hello, Caroline.
Come home. Don't stoop to his level.
He destroyed my life. I plan on being present for every second of his misery until I can kill him myself.
Fine. You can gloat and multitask. This place is a disaster. Starting with a horrific burnt corpse.
Tyler's mother is dead. So is my brother. We're even. Call Bonnie. Get her to let me out of here.
I will never, ever help you.
How quickly you forget the part where I saved Tyler from the misery of being a werewolf. Or the night your mother invited me into her home to save the life of her precious daughter.
How delusional are you? You killed his mother. And let's not forget that we're standing in a house where Elena's Aunt Jenna used to live. Or did you think that your charm would make us forget how you killed her too? You know what? No, I am not going to engage in this. You are not even worth the calories I burn talking to you.
No! Now that was definitely worth the calories.
Oh my god, oh my god,
Hey.
oh my god, oh my
Hey,
god.
look at me. Look at me. I can fix this.
How? The only thing that can heal me is his blood. Oh my god, oh my
I know.
god.
I'll fix it. She'll die if you don't heal her.
Okay. Beg me to save her life.
Is this what you want? To remind me that I'm powerless against you? Fine. You win. I'm nothing. Now save her. Please.
I'm sorry, mate. I didn't quite catch that.
Please.
Please.
Please save her life.
See, now I think you're just telling me what I want to hear. I mean, you did call me pathetic earlier. And wouldn't it be more pathetic of me to help now, knowing that hours ago you announced your plan to kill me in a manner in which you're still debating because you want it to have a certain amount of flair? I'm just asking.
I'll be your slave again. I'll do whatever you want. Just help her.
No.
Get me out of here. I can't even look at him.
Come on.
Jeremy!
You want to be in control, Klaus? Here. Now you get to be in control of her life. If you want her to die, fine. But then you can sit here and watch her die yourself.
Nothing personal, love. But if I cure you, that means victory for him. Don't worry. It won't be long now. Then you'll die, and Tyler will have learned his lesson the hard way.
How could you do this to him? To his mom? To me?
I'm 1,000 years old. Call it boredom.
I don't believe you.
Fine. Then maybe it's because I'm pure evil, and I can't help myself.
No. It's because you are hurt. Which means that there is a part of you that is human.
How could you possibly think that?
Because I've seen it. Because I've caught myself wishing that I could forget all the horrible things that you've done.
But you can't. Can you?
I know that you're in love with me. And anybody capable of love is capable of being saved.
You're hallucinating.
I guess I'll never know.
Caroline. Caroline.
Bonnie, we're both gone too. Exactly.
Need my help with anything, love?
Nope.
Orphan Lockwood. Come to show how laughably impotent you are against me.
I'm just trying to help my friends find the cure. Found this in your attic.
And you think finding the sword brings you closer to the cure?
You tell me. I was playing around with the handle on the ride over, and I found this.
And what do you think this is?
It's called a cryptex. I've seen the Da Vinci Code. You turn the different sides of the different symbols to get the translation on the other side. And with the magic of the internet, Elena sent over these. So now all we have to do is cryptex away. If you happened to want to help, we wouldn't stop you.
Right, well, might I suggest using the magic of the internet to purchase an Aramaic to English dictionary from your nearest retailer?
What's Aramaic?
It's a dead language. It hasn't been used since, like, biblical times.
Ketsia's native tongue, I'm guessing. You know, even if you had the best dictionary in the world, it could take days to translate. Perhaps weeks. In Besotintu Aramait.
What does that mean?
If only you spoke Aramaic.
No, I don't understand.
Imshida, Ashinta, Usaida, Jogunche. Requires a powerful witch and a hunter in full bloom.
What are you doing?
I don't need to tell you my reasons. Caroline, bring my sword over here. The means of his destruction at hand. Turn the cryptex to the right. Stop. The top of the hilt reveals a key to a nautical map. Turn it to the left. Now turn the other piece. There's something else. Pas imbeciles bihada itbes chaderman.
What does it mean? Klaus, what does it mean?
Nick, you helped?
You sound so surprised, little sister.
Shouldn't I be? You don't want me to be human, you don't want any of us to be human. Why would you help us find the cure?
Maybe I finally realized the longer I stand in the way of what you want, the longer you'll continue to hate me. Perhaps I want my sister to finally know happiness.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 100 times.
No more fooling. No more games. I hope you get to live and die as you wish.
So do I.
There is one more thing, Rebecca. There is only one dose of the cure. You need to find it first and take it. It's the only way you'll...
You can't kill Tyler.
Not only can I have to. I have a reputation to uphold. Moreover, I want to.
I'm not asking you to forgive him. All I'm asking is that you let him live. Somewhere far from here.
So he gets to live a happy life after he turned all my hybrids against me. After he tried to kill me. After he made it his life's mission to find the cure so he could use it against me.
We all want the cure.
Do we? Do you?
It doesn't matter. There's only one, so it's not like I'm gonna get it anyway.
But if you could, you wouldn't, would you? You prefer who you are now to the girl you once were. You like being strong, ageless, fearless. We're the same, Caroline.
Show me. You know how much I love Tyler. You can see how scared I am to lose him. If you and I are so similar, then show me your compassion. Show him the mercy that I would show you.
Mercy. For Tyler. Very well. Tell him to leave town immediately. And tell him to run and hide in a place I will never find him.
Of course.
Tell him that this is the mercy I extend for your sake. That I will give him a head start before I kill him. Shouldn't you be miles away by now?
I came to wish you a happy birthday, Klaus. Actually, I came to wish you 1,000 happy birthdays.
Well, you're a few months early.
Doesn't matter. Because I'm going to send you a birthday card every year you spend chasing me throughout the world. Just to remind you of what you don't have. Because every year you spend chasing me is a year you don't get to spend with Caroline. Every birthday will remind you of another year wasted. Another year for her to forget you.
I hate to break the news to you, mate. But she'll forget you too.
Maybe she will. But I will always know how much she loved me. And you will always know that you meant nothing to her. So happy birthday, Klaus. Many
Many happy returns.
How did you get out?
I fear something awful has befallen your friend Bonnie. Don't worry, love. You know I'd never hurt you.
You've done enough.
I've done more than enough. I've shown kindness, forgiveness, pity. Because of you, Caroline. It was all for you. Have a care, mate. That's no way to treat a lady.
You came.
Well, you did say it was urgent. Oh, don't worry about him, love. He'll never make it through tomorrow night.
What if there are more?
You were foolish enough to make a deal with Katerina Petrova. She used you to find the cure, and now you're nothing but a loose end. You'll be lucky if she lets you live.
You said you would protect me.
And I will. Just as soon as you tell me everything you know about Katerina. What an unpleasant surprise.
So I just came up with a list. It's called Things You Suck At. Number 1, finding Catherine. Ever. Number 2, covering up your secret phone conversations with that little backstabber, Haley. Yeah. So, where is she? What does she know about Catherine?
I should help you. After you lot killed my brother and imprisoned me in the Gilbert living room.
You might want to prioritize, Klaus. You have much bigger problems. Catherine has the cure. My guess is she's going to want to cram it down your throat. You help me find Catherine. I'll get the cure. I'll give it to Elena. Everybody wins. Just let me question Haley about Catherine.
Can't help you, mate. Haley's off limits. Although I did have a run-in with a vampire who may know where Katerina is. Too bad for you, a bit halfway through his bloody neck. You probably won't have much time for chit-chat. Tell me about Katerina.
Most men get their power kick from torture and intimidation. With you, it's drinks and fine dining.
Well, in your case, I favor hospitality over unpleasantness, but I have been known to change my mind on a whim. Where's Katerina?
You seriously think I know?
You tipped her off as to what we were up to and set her on a course to find the cure. In return, she sent her lackey to snuff you out. Tell me, what did Katerina promise you?
I was in New Orleans trying to find information about my real parents. Catherine found me and told me she could help.
An orphan. Well, that does explain your charming bravado. Abandonment issues will do it every time.
Sounds like you would know.
I'm the only one that can protect you. I'm happy to do so, provided you cooperate.
I don't care. This one doesn't make me want to puke. Why'd you paint it?
Painting is a metaphor for control. Every choice is mine. The canvas, the color. As a child, I had neither a sense of the world nor my place in it, but art taught me that one's vision can be achieved with sheer force of will. The same is true of life, provided one refuses to let anything stand in one's way.
So this is your thing? Show a girl a few mediocre paintings, whine about your childhood, and I swoon and spill all my dirty secrets?
I felt I had many charms, but Regardless, I'm enjoying myself.
And you do whatever you enjoy. Up to and including hunting my friend Tyler for the next century.
No, surely not the next century. Only until I kill him.
You talk a good game, but the truth is you let him go. My guess? You know, if you kill him, Caroline will hate you forever.
If I simply killed Tyler, my revenge would be over in a moment. Sentencing him to a lifetime of paranoia and fear, that's Tyler's true punishment. But come now. You never really thought there was a future for you two, did you?
I don't know. You might have left Caroline for me if I'd used the cure to kill you.
You know, if Tyler has even half your resolve, he may actually make it through the year.
It doesn't take resolve. It takes allies. A network of people willing to do anything for you, including chase down loose ends to their death. And so Catherine escaped you all this time.
Perhaps you know the names of Katerina's special little helpers.
Maybe I know one or two. Maybe I'll even tell you.
My sister informs me that your vampire assailant is dead. So you're safe and free to go. Or stay.
I could be persuaded to stay. Enjoy some of the good life. And maybe I could drum up a few more of Catherine's secrets and you could do something for me.
Oh, I'm sorry, love. But you'll never convince me to let Tyler go free.
Well, then I guess I'll never get my chance with Tyler. Any more than you'll get a shot with Caroline. Do you want to know why I like that painting?
Well, perhaps it was because it allowed you to see into my deep, wounded soul.
I saw how twisted it really is. And maybe I can relate.
So what's it gonna be? Going? Or staying?
You like to be in control, you told me. What?
That mark. I've seen it before.
Yeah, it's a birthmark. People have those.
In my considerable lifetime, I've only seen that mark on a handful of others. All from the same bloodline. A werewolf clan that once thrived throughout much of what we now call Louisiana.
Don't lie to me. Not about this.
I wouldn't dare. Matters of family are sacred. Desperate times, I take it.
What are you doing here?
Not judging you, for starters. Although if you are determined to get drunk, then perhaps I might recommend something a little more sanitary. Well then, you showed me.
Shouldn't you be out chasing Tyler to the ends of the earth? Or are there still some hopes and dreams you want to crush around here?
Depends. Do you happen to know where the young Brutus is?
I know where he's not. With me. He gave Matt the deed to the house, so he's gone for good.
Tyler made it his life's mission to kill me. hate me for driving him away.
No, I can. And I do. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to get back to spiraling, so go away.
Missing from a few hospitals. What about Elena? Don't vampires with their humanity off tend to overindulge in human blood? Or were you the exception?
It's not Elena.
Well, let's say for a moment that it was Silas. I'm struggling to see how this affects me.
Look, Silas wants to die and be reunited with his one true love. But he's supernatural. So if he takes the cure and dies, he gets stuck on the other side.
How Shakespearean.
But if he destroys the other side altogether, he can take the cure, die, and pass on. But in destroying it, every dead supernatural being will return to our side.
That means every werewolf, every witch, every vampire. I wonder how many of those you personally killed. Care yet?
My interest is piqued. How do we stop him?
Bonnie said Silas needs to complete 3 massacres to do the spell. Before Professor Shane died, he convinced the pastor to blow up the council. Next, he had you kill your hybrids. And now, well, if Shane really was working with Silas, chances are he was helping him plan his next move.
Where on his evil villain to-do list? Steal blood, perform 3 massacres, pick up dry cleaning.
Actually, not to nitpick, but we evil villains usually use minions to pick up our dry cleaning, that sort of thing.
Why is he necessary again?
Well, we don't know what Silas can do. So if we do have to go head-to-head with him, an original hybrid who can't die might come in handy.
Besides, Stefan and I work well together. Or at least we did in the 20s.
Well, granted, my emotions were off.
And that's why you were more fun. Just as Damon is probably relishing in Elena's emotionless company in New York.
My brother knows what he's doing.
Does he? Don't underestimate the allure of darkness, Stefan. Even the purest hearts are drawn to it. Still, I'm sure it'll all be fine.
It's rumored that the addition of 2 supernatural sacrifices compounds the mystical energy, creating an expression triangle.
Humans, as a council fire. Demons, Klaus's hybrid failure.
Well, I wouldn't exactly call it a failure. What's the third?
There's been 2 massacres. Pastor Young's farm is here. And the old Lockwood cellar, where you spitefully slaughtered 12 of your own hybrids, is here. According to the book, the expression triangle is equilateral. Putting it here.
Somebody's been skipping their geometry classes. There are actually 2 places where the 3rd massacre could be.
Well, you didn't let me finish. Hey, what's going on? Did you find Bonnie?
No, but I talked to her dad. I think I found Silas.
I was referring to Damon and Elena when I said that, but clearly it struck a chord with you.
It's because it's not true. There is no allure to darkness.
Really? So you've never felt the attraction that comes when someone who's capable of doing terrible things for some reason cares only about you?
I did once when I thought he was worth it. But it turns out some people can't be fixed. People who do terrible things are just terrible people.
We're here. Although judging by the lack of witches, here is not the correct location. Not if the witches kill her first.
Klaus, we need to save her.
How? The only way to stop the witches is to kill them, and then Silas gets what he wants.
Spirits, take her soul. Free her from darkness.
Like it never happened. Only, it did happen. Now Silas has everything he needs to open the gates to hell on earth.
You're just gonna let Bonnie die.
I know arithmetic isn't your strong point, but 1 is still less than 12.
Yeah, but that one is my best friend.
Tell yourself whatever you need to so you can sleep at night.
I just killed 12 people.
You look like you're in need of comfort. Why don't you find someone less terrible you can relate to?
Thank you. Of the 3 massacres, this is the one I was dreading.
Silas, I presume. Yeah, with all of my dad's supernatural enemies from the other side. You know, you don't scare me, Silas, or Shane, or whoever you are.
I think I know what does.
Now, where did you get that?
Well, let's just say your sister's mind is a little easier to read than yours. So, care to reconsider my offer?
Missed by an inch. But don't worry, I'm not trying to kill you, not just yet. Just a little something to remember me by.
I'll be in touch.